Toolbox Talks, foot protection. What does foot protection mean? It means the guarding of your toes, ankles, and feet from injury. The reason it is important to protect your feet is because each foot contains 26 bones for support. They also include 38 joints for movement. And they also include blood vessels, ligaments, muscles, and nerves, which is why it hurts when you stub your toe or drop something on your foot. Your feet are a critical part of your body that you use every day, and usually they enable you to do your job most effectively. There are two major categories of work-related foot injuries. The first category includes punctures, crushing, sprains, and lacerations. These account for 10% of all reported disabling injuries. The second category includes slips, trips, and falls. These account for 15% of all reported disabling injuries. Slips and falls don't always result in a foot injury, but lack of attention to foot safety plays an important role in their occurrence. While following the Wausau Supply Company program requirements for foot protection, we must wear safety-toed footwear at all times while in maintenance, production, or distribution areas. These shoes should be steel or composite reinforced. Exceptions would be in the office areas, in designated break areas, non-working visitors on a guided tour along regular travel paths, and traveling from the building entrance to a designated break area or locker area. A safety shoe allowance is available to all full-time employees who perform greater than 50% of their work in maintenance, production, or distribution areas at Wausau Supply. Things that employees should consider when purchasing their safety footwear. Do not buy footwear that is too tight, but the shoe should grip the heel firmly. The forepart of the shoe must allow freedom of movement for the toes. Have both feet measured, as feet normally differ in size, and buy shoes based on the bigger foot. Buy shoes when your feet are likely to be slightly swollen to their maximum size, typically after working a full shift or after being on them for a long period of time. And consider purchasing shock-absorbing insoles if the job requires walking or standing on hard surfaces. So in review, what is Wausau Supply's requirement for the type of safety-toed footwear being worn at work? Steel or composite reinforced. When is the best time to purchase your safety-toed shoes? When your feet are swollen to their maximum size, typically after working a full shift or after being on your feet for a long period of time. Some foot injury and safety stats to think about. In 2018, over 53,000 workplace foot injuries led to missed work days in the United States. In weight dropping tests, safety-toed shoes reduced the severity of an injury by over 67% when compared to non-safety-toed shoes. Remember that many potential foot injuries can be prevented by taking the appropriate precautions and making sure we are wearing the appropriate protection.